Welcome one more time again, living with the gods. I believe in spirituality a lot. I also believe in God. And again, God is a very, very subjective understanding of everybody. A force that is much beyond you, higher than you, in the presence of which everything works, in the absence of which nothing works. As I always say that, जो दिखता है वो भगवान नहीं होता है, जो नहीं दिखता है वो भगवान होता है. जो दिखता है वो भगवान नहीं होता है, जो नहीं दिखता है वो भगवान होता है, जो दिखता है वो भगवान का रूप होता है, एक्सप्रेशंस ऑफ गॉड. जो दिखता है वो भगवान का रूप होता है, जो नहीं दिखता है वो भगवान होता है. सबको दिख जाए वो भगवान ही क्या, सबको दिख जाए वो भगवान ही क्या, और जिसको दिख जाए वो इंसान ही क्या, इंसान भी क्या. And I think I've realized over a period of time we are actually blind. We're actually blind. That's why we are not able to see God. Because when everybody wants to say and everybody wishes that they want to see God, then you have the eyes, then see now. Christ said in Bible, if you have eyes, see. If you have ears, hear. If you have touched it, feel. And today I want all of you to recognize the presence of God in a very, very visible form. And even if today you're not able to see after this session or with me in the session, you truly are blind. You're truly deaf and dumb. You're truly insensitive. In that faith that you're not going to judge me for next 45-50 minutes, but you're going to put an effort to understand and feel with me, I'll begin my talk. I'll begin my expressions about what I feel about living with the gods. Know your Vishnu, know your Brahma, know your Shiva. This is all we understand. Vishnu creates, Brahma creates, Vishnu sustains, Shiva destroys. Who created you? That's your God. Big deal to understand. The one who created you is your God. They are your Brahma. Brahma creates, right? You are interested in the one who created you, or you're interested in the one who created the existence? If you take a torch and look at the sun that you want to see sun, you'll never be able to see sun. How torch will be able to enlighten the sun and make it visible to any one of us? So let's talk about, you want to know about your God, you want to know about the God who created the entire creation. The one who created my life is my Brahma. 10th August 1971, my mother gave birth to me. She, through Thai energy, created me, my God. My mother is my God. She created me. She handed over me to my dad, my father. He played his part. I am his sperm. He too created me. My God is my Brahma. The one who creates you is your Brahma. The one who creates is your Brahma. Then he or she is your God. Then my Mata and my Pita are my God. What confusion is there? Beyond this, if you want to look for some God, I think you're blind. If not have given you what's possible any one of us. Know your Brahma, know your creator. Your creator is your mom and your dad, Mata Pita. You like it, you don't like it, that is a different story. You respect them, you don't respect them, that is a different story. You love them, you don't love them, that is a different story. But truth is, somebody can be motherly to you, but there is no one, that mother is your mother. Somebody can be fatherly to you, but the truth is that father only is your father. You are his sperm, and you can't deny that fact. Whoever they are, whatever they are, however they are, the fact is, the truth is, they created you, then they are your God. If you're not able to see God in them, you're truly blind. They have done so much bad to me. Hello. Right now, God only is doing everything, right? Corona कौन create किया? Bad था. China. Who created Corona? He only created, right? And who's sustaining it right now? The entire humanity is trying to fight with it and wipe it out. But who's sustaining it? You're fighting God. That God whom you think, he has also done so much bad to us now. Floods कौन लेके आता है? Earthquake. That creator only, right? So even those gods have been bad to you, then you continue to be good to the God. Then why are we not able to be good to our dad and mom, Mata Pita? They're also my creator, right? Pita gave you to a guru. If you have found a guru created you. A guru created me. Spiritual rebirth, you can call. What I was 23 years ago, 22 years ago precisely, and what I am today. There are two people, because some teacher, one guru, one Naren, one Mahatria, they touched my life, recreated me. They're my God. One who creates is God, then he and both of them and few more people, they created me, then they are my God. And I'm able to see it. Are you able to see it? No, then you're blind. Are you able to feel? No, then you're insensitive. Creator does not mean he always has to be good. God has been, whatever God you understand, whether you're a theist or an atheist, whichever God you understand, don't tell me God has always been good to you and kind to you. He has been, or it has been absolutely destructive at times. Doesn't even care. Millions and millions of people are dying because of the epidemics and the pandemics and the floods and the earthquakes and the cyclones and all that happens periodically. And we're still good to God, right? A God which you are not seen, you're good to it. And these gods with whom you live, Mata, Pita, Guru, who created your life, and maybe for the good of you, at times they have slapped you, shouted at you, screamed at you, and you're not able to feel good towards them. I am so blessed I lived with living gods, because I'm able to see God in them. I'm able to feel God in them. Who creates you is your God. If that school has created you, and if you say to yourself in deep honesty to yourself, ruthlessly, that school created me, then that is your God. And you lived in that life, you lived that life for 10 big, beautiful years with your God. And if you're not able to realize this and recognize this, I think you're blind. I think you're deaf. I think you're insensitive. My alma mater created me. My God. My God. And I lived in it, with it, for it, by it. I lived with my God. I'm blessed. Did you miss? Or you're waiting for that God which is not been seen by anybody in any form, and you kept searching for it. What a pity. I didn't miss. Yeah, I lost my dad when I was 17. But in spirit, I have felt much more closer with him after he left. And in spirit, I know how much he has created me, what I am. He has played his part from there, in me, within me. Is my God. I have seen, I have heard, I have felt. I lived with my gods. Have you missed it? भगवान के रूप होते हैं. इलेक्ट्रिसिटी के एक्सप्रेशंस होते हैं. You can experience electricity in different forms. But if you are bent upon to experience electricity directly, touch, you will become inexperiential. What craze is this? With whom you are living with, those gods, those people who created you are your gods. The one who creates is Brahman. No? Then if that person has created you, that college has created you, then that college is your God. If that place has created you, that place is your God. If that person has created you, then person is God. And if you're able to see it, you're blessed. Then you will not have that craving, longing to see a God which is not seen by anybody. Identify your creators. Who are your Brahmas? They are your gods. जो सामने दिख रहा है उसमें तो भगवान नहीं दिखता है, लेकिन जो भगवान दिखता नहीं है तुझे देखना है. गलती भगवान की नहीं है, अपनी है. Who sustains you is your Vishnu, the sustainer, Vishnu. And if you're able to understand this, who's sustaining you right now, then that person is your God, or that place is your God, or that one is your God. Who? I don't know this. Who sustains you? I'm telling you this very wholeheartedly. My work sustains me. मैं काम करता हूं इसलिए मेरा पेट भरता है, मेरे सर पे छत है और मेरे तन पे कपड़ा है. Who sustains me? My work sustains me. Then my work is my God. And I treat it like that. Deepak, I am still studying. Who gives you food to eat? Papa. Who gives clothes to wear? Papa. In whose shelter you are living? Parents. Then they are sustaining you. They are your Vishnus. नहीं मुझे भगवान चाहिए. Get lost from the house. Go on the streets. Search for. Go in the jungles. Go on the Himalayas and search. Who's sustaining me? There who will sustain you, and you'll realize when you are there without the clothes, without the shelter, without the food to eat, you're running around everywhere in search of the God we are searching. And boss, you'll be a point come where you'll be struggling with that, shivering with that cold, hungry for the food, and then some ordinary man there will come and tell, are you struggling with cold and hungry? Come stay with me this night. I'll take care of you. You know what people will say? पता नहीं कहां से, लेकिन आप भगवान के रूप में आ गए. मैं वही तो बोल रहा हूं बुद्धू. The one who sustains you is your God. And those of you are very elderly right now, you are 80 plus, 90 plus, and it's your child who's taking care of you and making sure you have your food, you have your shelter, you have your clothing, and you have your luxury of life. And if your children are taking care of you, then your child is your God. Age has no meaning in spirituality, boss. There is no time in spirituality, there is no distance in spirituality, there is no age in spirituality, there is no numbers in spirituality. Everything is zero. Zero is the symbol of spirituality. There is nothing called age. If your children are taking care of you, then they are your Vishnus. They sustain you, then they are your gods. That doesn't mean you have to pray and touch their feet and पानी से धोने का वो सब नहीं बोल रहा है, but you should be able to understand living with the God who sustains you. Find out, big deal. I am very clear. My work sustains me. I got everything in my life because of my work. You are in my life because of my work. I drive the best of the cars because of my work. I live in a beautiful house because of my work. I live a lavish life because of my work. I eat. Everything I do in my life is only because of my work. My work sustains me. My work is my Vishnu. My work is my God. Right now, I'm doing this with my God. As of right now, this moment, I'm living with my God. And I realize this, when I'm able to see this, able to feel this, able to hear it. For you, what it is job. For you, what it is business. Then that is your God. And I don't see any confusion in here for myself. I live with my God. When I am working, I know I am with my God. And I'm able to feel it. I feel that energy, I feel that power because I know something beyond me works with me, through me all the time when I work. And I work crazy. Because I know something with me is working along with me. I feel different kind of power. I'm living with my God. What about you? Who sustains you? Government, then government is your God. That place sustains you, then that place is your God. And if you're not able to see God in that, boss, one thing is very clear. If you're not able to see in the practical living gods with who are creator of you, who are sustainers of you, if you're not able to see this, you will never be able to see the real God anyways. जब सूक्ष्म में समझ में नहीं आता है तो अनंत में क्या घंटा समझ में आएगा? If you are not able to, उसकी झलक दिखती है तो समझ में नहीं आता है तो पूरा का पूरा कैसे समझ में आएगा भाई? And I'm not talking my opinion. This is pure science. Pure science. Jainism says, live and let live. It means what? There is life in everything. Everything that has life, you should be able to relate with it and feel with it. क्यों? जहां पे जीवन है वहां पे आत्मा है और जहां पे आत्मा है वहां पे आत्मन है. So the presence of God is in everything and everywhere. And if you're not able to feel it, see it and experience it, it is not the fault of thy. It's your fault. It's your immaturity. काम छोड़ दो, leave all the work, go in the deep depth of the forest in the caves, on the top of the mountains, and sit and meditate to experience the God. Boss, your meditation is going to sustain you. Your practices will going to sustain you. Then your meditative practices will become your God, because that is sustaining you. God mein aata hai. God will come later. Once they see your penance, they see your tapasya, and then when they feel you're absolutely religious in this, तब जाके कहीं भगवान प्रसन्न होगा. लेकिन तब तक who will sustain you? Your meditative practices, no. That which sustains you is your Vishnu, and then that is your God. And if you're not able to, that is why the yogi who sits on the top of the mountain and practices all the yogic practices, sits and gets into the dhyana and dharana, and there he is always grateful, saying that, thank you for this process. Moment you start becoming grateful to the process which is sustaining you, you'll start really realizing that you're actually in touch with your God. When you start becoming grateful and start realizing it is your dad and mom who created you, and even right now, even they are sustaining you, then you should be able to feel God in them. Because I'm not saying just because they are God, you don't get angry with him. I get angry with my God. That doesn't mean suddenly now मम्मी पापा को God बोलना है तो फिर कल गुस्सा नहीं कर सकते हैं. गुस्सा करना, उसमें कोई पाबंदी नहीं है. Sometimes they deserve to be fought. I fight with my God. राइट नाउ तो गॉड का मूड ठीक नहीं है. कभी ये लेके आ रहा, कभी वो लेके आ, पूरा बिल्कुल ही इज लाइक योर फादर राइट नाउ. बर्तन फेंक रहा है, ये कर रहा है, झाड़ू फेंक रहा है, सब कर रहा है. व्हाट यूर कमिंग टू इज थ्रोइंग अवे. गॉड इज नॉट इन गुड मूड राइट. दैट इज व्हाई वी हैव टू टेक केयर ऑफ थिंग्स. सो गेट अप. सो दैट्स व्हाई गुड न्यूज, शेयर ए गुड न्यूज. गॉड को दिखाएंगे अच्छा भी चल रहा है. God also watching the whole TV channel full time, reading newspaper, all negative news, all negative sensation, everything यहाँ पे हो रहा है. God बोला इतना कर, मैं भी थोड़ा करता है बोल के. He will show it. So you start adding to the good news. That share a good news. No, keep adding. We will give Wi-Fi password to God also. One day he'll come and oh इतना good हो रहा है, मतलब ठीक, let me also contribute. So contribution ये नहीं आ रहा है. Come on यार. Who sustains you is your God. Shiva. Danger, no. The God of destruction, destroyer. Shiva. And there have been times in my life I do some great things. I feel great thing. And I feel, yes, I did it. And my ego goes up. I feel, what a work I do, my God. Amazing. And then God sends somebody, hurts me so deep and punctures my ego, and I'm destroyed to the core. I'm back to ground. And that fellow who destroyed my ego is my Shiva. He's also my God. Shiva opens his third eye through somebody and destroys my ego, brings back to my humility and my humbleness. That person who destroyed was a representation of Shiva to me. Even that person is God to me, and I lived with them. Because I kept thinking about it. How could you do this? How could you do this? Yes, every hurt that destroyed you, or every time somebody came and destroyed your ego, brought you back to being human. For me, the destroyer is the Shiva who opens the third eye. What is not needed in this world should be taken away. Is the job of Shiva. When it is not required in this world, in this universe, it doesn't have a place, it's enough of it, it has been taken away, it destroys. And that is how at times when I know, I am representative of the entire universe, right? Aham Brahmasmi. If there is God in me, there is universe in me. When there is a time when I realize, or the life realizes, there is something in me where I want to evolve in my life, and there is something which is not good about me, which is going to be hindrance in me. That time life sends somebody or some experience which destroys my ego, which takes away that wrong thing about me. I know something has been destroyed in me. I actually felt God came and corrected me, took away, destroyed something which is not required In my world, that destroyer is my Shiva, is my God. And I lived with these gods for a long time in my life. I believe you also would have enough people who came and destroyed a lot of your unwanted stuff, a lot of your ego. Because you are nothing but your ego. If you have to be murdered, you don't have to be physically killed. If your ego is killed, you are a purest of a human being. You are a divine soul. And every time the ego of mine has popped up, life has. Today morning, I'll give an example of today morning. Today morning, 9 o'clock motivation at 9 a.m. happened. And I have told after that 9:15 to 10 o'clock will be my breakfast celebration with my office team, my workplace, my demigods who helped me in my work. And there somebody had come to the college for admission. And one of the colleague of mine has to go and give attention to them. And she said, they have come for admission and they're in hurry. I will have to go there or I have to be in the birthday party. Tell him. Whole year I was waiting for this time because that is the only time I will get with my office people. Otherwise it will be only outside people and my loved ones who will be there. I won't get time with them. So I told, bolo na usko, convince karo na. He said, no, that person is very hyped up. They said, if you can't do right now, they will go back. Work is worship. I told, go and work. Then I thought I'm the chairman of the college. I'm Deepak, the inspiration. I will go and request him 5 minutes for me. So I went tack in the reception lobby of my college. And there was the gentleman and his wife sitting, masked, Zoros. I told him, 5 minutes, can you wait? I said, okay. 5 minutes, can you wait? Just 5 minutes. He said, then we'll come tomorrow. I said, no. 5 minutes you wait. Just, my colleague is telling, no, today is sir's birthday, 5 minutes. We'll tell tomorrow we'll come. That fellow didn't even look at me. Of all the days, today, here is the man who is not even looking at me. He's telling me, if you want to go, you go. I am going then. I said, no, okay, ma. When you attend him, next year my birthday will come, that time we'll go. I felt my ego was punctured like nobody's business. In fact, as I walked from there, few of my students were there, I told them, let them take admission, then they will realize whom they said no. Completely ego was not punctured, but as I'm saying, I realized that morning today, God visited me on my birthday. Today, Shiva came and blessed me and destroyed my ego of saying, Deepak, the inspiration, chairman of the Kingdom College, founder of the Child Kingdom, lakhs of people you touch. I'm touching you. He came, didn't touch, he hit me and went. Shiva came, visited today, blessed me. And I'm able to feel that because I know. I thought maybe I will go and tell, he might oblige. He didn't, but he was Shiva, no. Shiva kiska sunta hai? Parvati ka bhi nahi sunta hai wo. So mera kya sunega? There has been time when I drive, those of you know, I drive best of the cars. I have my own sports car and one day, I simply, okay, it is in national line, simply I went on the road and I was asking an auto fellow to stop. Not a single auto stopped. You should see standing on the road. If anybody in my college or any one of them around, if they knew Deepak wants to go to some place and he's looking for an auto or looking for a cab, anybody who was staying close by would have come in their vehicle, picked me up and dropped me, because that is what I mean to them. But standing there asking for every auto fellow, in fact, two of them stopped. I told them, Pasangudi, Poma. And he left. I felt, don't take. Why are you telling me Poma and all these things? Poma, I understand. Poma kya hota hai? And two of them didn't even. Third fellow I told, double lena to double le lo. Take double if you want, but drop me to Pasangudi. He said, पैसे के लिए काम नहीं करता है, but I had double देगा to one shot means thought. I felt, my God, what happened? And that moment I was there back to my ground zero, and I realized Shiva felt बहुत हवा में उड़ रहा है और जमीन पे लाता तेरे को मैं. And he also blessed me with a beautiful wife. She always ensures even 1 inch I don't go up. He keeps me grounded properly there. She's also my Shiva. I am her Parvati right now. Who destroys your ego is your God. And if you're not able to, that's why most of us have been created only when we were hurt very deep by anybody. It may be loved ones, it may be strangers, it may be anybody, but every time you were deeply hurt and something about you was broken inside, whether it was a loss of a relationship, somebody dumped you, somebody left you, somebody ditched you, somebody just left you like that, and in that hurt you were so much shaken up that you are almost broken, and you are broken to be recreated. That person then shouting at them or cursing them, I think you should feel you're blessed because that person came and broke something that was a myth, an illusion that you're carrying, and that person is your Shiva. God came to destroy something in you so that you can be recreated. Boss, if I do speak science only speaks like this. DNA. Your DNA, my DNA, everybody's DNA is different. D for developer, N for nourisher, and A for annihilator. Your own DNA within you. You are a Brahman in yourself, no? You are a part of universe. There is a universe into you. Then there is a developer in you. Sometimes you want to develop yourself. You feel enough of this lethargy, this slump. You just feel like coming out of this. And you develop yourself. That's your DNA. The D, developer. There is a God in you. Then there is a nourisher in you. You want to nourish yourself at a physical level, mental level, intellectual, emotional, spiritual. You want to nourish yourself, and you take nourishment. And you nourish yourself. A nourisher. Sustainer. A for annihilator. And there are times when you yourself decide, this part of me is not required in my life. It is stopping me. It's becoming a hindrance in my growth. And you annihilate it by yourself. And that is what you are made of. And I am made of DNA, developer, nourisher, and annihilator. Then there is a God in you. Can you see it? Can you feel it? I feel it every day. I develop myself and nourish myself. I annihilate a lot in me on a regular basis. In fact, even if you do, you know that every cell, there are millions and millions of cells every day die and recreate into something new. That's how you and me live. It's pure science. I live with my own God. I live with myself. I am God unto myself. I'm able to see it, feel it, hear it. What about you? तुमको खुद में भगवान नहीं दिखता है? तुमको खुद में ब्रह्मा नहीं दिखता है? तुमको खुद में विष्णु नहीं दिखता है? तुमको खुद में शिवा नहीं दिखता है? Go beyond your skin. Go beyond your hair. You'll see a lot. We all are made of 5 elements. 5 तत्व से बने ना हम लोग. Five elements we are made, right? 5 तत्वों से बने हम लोग, no? And that is why few years ago I realized nature is God. What is nature? Nature is made of 5 elements, and you and me are that part of that nature. You and me also, that entire 5 elements crystallized into you and me and became what we are. And when we will die, when all of us will die, we all will become Panchabhutam, Panch Tattva. We will all go into 5 elements in the nature. We will become nature again, right? Then one day I realized nature is the purest expression of God. Nature is the purest expression of God. Anything else that is man-made, whether it is that place of worship or this place of worship across the world, it is man-made. It is still man-made. Nature is the purest expression of God. Straight from the womb of the God, those plants comes. That nature comes. Those mountains, those rivers, those oceans, those beaches, those skies, those stars. And I see God everywhere. Because that all crystallized into me and made me what I am. Then one day when I will die, I'll become a part of all these things. Then I see and feel and hear God in that too. And I love to spend my time, every possible time, in nature. And there are times when in the year, multiple times, I just go and be in the lap of the nature. Mother Earth, it is called. Under the skies, in the mountains, in the greeneries, in those plants, in that it develops you, it nourishes you, and annihilates so much of you. I live with them. They are my gods. I live with my gods. There are so many creators. Mata Pita Guru Devam. You are creator, then you are God. Whoever, whatever sustains you and take care of you, keep your ego aside. Keep your intelligence aside. Whoever takes care of you, elder to you, younger to you, bigger to you, smaller to you, whoever takes care of you, whoever helps you to sustain you physically, mentally, intellectually, emotionally, spiritually, socially, financially, that is your Vishnu. That is your God. And if you're not able to see it, hear it and feel it, then you're blind. जो दिखता है वो भगवान नहीं देखना है तेरे को, जो दिखता है नहीं है उसके पीछे पड़ा है पागलों के जैसा. Boss, you will go mad only, you will never find this. And I realized this. I'm able to see gods in all these Brahmas and all these Vishnus and all these Shivas in my life, all these people who have developed me, all these people who have created me, all these people who have helped me to sustain, including my work, and all these people who have annihilated my ego, destroyed something in me that was not required, and destroyed at times something good in me also, so that better of me or best of me can come out. I'm able to see God in them. I don't have any craving to see whatever God, if it is there, exists also. I don't have craving for that. वो मिल गया तो ठीक है, नहीं मिला तो कोई बात नहीं. इतने सारे भगवान के साथ में जीता हूं ना. I live with these gods all my life, all the time, and I recognize it and I acknowledge it and I feel with them. You know what, in my office right now we are going through everything through technology, through this YouTube, social media, computer, camera, mic. All this technology is helping me. Last 4.5, 5 months, what has sustained us in my organization and me is technology. You ask anybody in my office, and we have a name for it. क्या बोलते हैं उसको? Tea God. This is our tea God, and we pray to it as if it, because it's giving. My bread and butter is coming only through technology right now. I'll be a fool. I'll be a fool to keep on cursing God. Why God? Why you did? Because my entire work only with people, and today because of COVID-19, I will not be able to have a time with people. I cannot do my programs. Why God? Why me for this? And God will slap me from there and say, "वो कंप्यूटर दिया ना, यूज करना साले, तो अक्ल नहीं, बेवकूफ. लोगों को जिंदगी सिखाता है, खुद को जीना नहीं आता है." Before he could tell me, I only told myself this. And here I am. This technology is right now God to me. This technology is sustaining me. Then this is my Vishnu. Then I'm able to see God in this. If you're not able to see God in this, I'm sorry, you're blind. And if this technology, because of this online, all the program that I'm doing, if it is going to take me to more number of people and more lives will be touched, And if this session or this, all that those of you have come in my life, or I have come into your life in last 4.5 months through technology, and this technology, through technology, if I have created your life, developed your life, then for you, this technology is your creator. This is your Brahma. And if you're not able to see God in this, I think you're not understood anything about life. For me, technology is my Vishnu. For few of you, technology is your Brahma. And those few of you, keep watching left, right, center, all unwanted stuff from technology, destroyer of you. That is also your God. Hey, you want from me, you only get practical inputs. You don't get any philosophy from me. Philosophy से पेट नहीं भरता है, भगवान भी नहीं मिलता है, practicality से सब मिल जाता है. And this is what I want to say, that identify your Brahmas, identify your Vishnus, identify your Shivas, and you will feel blessed. If you are somewhere having this illusion that God is only good, only beautiful, only heavenly, only pleasure, then you don't have any idea. That only comes when you take liquid spirituality. Then all looks good, beautiful. Even the ugly person looks beautiful to you when you are drunk. In solid spirituality, Brahma, Vishnu, Shiva, creator, sustainer, destroyer. Destruction is not always negative. Destruction is sometimes very, very positive. You'll realize it when something about you will be destroyed and something beautiful about you will emerge. And you'll realize, if not for the destruction, this creation won't happen. So if you are thinking God is only good, no, you're mistaken. God can be very harsh. And He is. And you are seeing it right now. If this you can't see, then again you're blind. See it, hear it, feel it. Who is your Brahma? Who is your Vishnu? Who is your Shiva? If you're able to find it, then you are living with your God. I have found it. I have discovered them. And I'm glad I did not miss living with the gods. So eventually when I will become a part of that, and if something like that exists, and when actually if I'll go and meet the God in reality, I'll just tell him, there I experienced you as your expressions. Right now I'm experiencing you as you. Hanumana told Rama, when Rama proposed this idea, that everybody I gave everything that I could give to them. I just don't know what should I give to you. So the only thing I can offer to you, Rama said to Hanuman, after the entire war was over and they're back to Ayodhya, the best gift I can give to you is I'll take you with me in Vaikuntham. And Hanuman, in his own innocent devotion, says, in Vaikuntham, will you be there as Rama? Rama said, no, in human form I am Rama, there will I be as Mahavishnu. Hanuman said, not interested. Not interested. I'm interested in Rama in this form, and for me, you are my God because you created me. You are my reason for my life. If there in Vaikuntham you are not as Rama, I don't want you. That was the innocent devotion of Hanuman. And I think it makes sense to me. But I don't want to miss that also. If you can have Rama and Vishnu both, why not? So I come from that world. Because there are people in this world, if you ask them the question, as you're walking, if you see a 2000 rupee note and a 10 rupee note, which will you pick up? And there are some idiots who tell, 2000 rupee note, 2000 rupee note. You can pick up both, right? So I come from that world. If there are two notes in front of me, somebody asked me, if they give you as a child, 500 rupee note and chocolate. What will you pick up? Both. I can pick up both. No, people have option दिया मतलब एक ही लेना पड़ेगा, जरूरी नहीं है. If I was in the place of Hanuman, I will say ठीक है, अभी ये भी चलेगा तभी वो भी चलेगा. So right now I don't mind living with the Ramas in my life, and then when time will come, I'll experience Mahavishnu also. दोनों मिल जाएगा. But I don't want to miss this for that and that for this. I want both in my life, and that's what I've learned from my teachers and my guru. I live with my gods, and I'm glad and I'm blessed. So many of you, because of you, I got created. You know that? And so many of you, the way I destroyed my ego at times has created me in life. So many of you, the way you have lived with all that I've shared with you, taught you, inspired you, and because of the way you live your life, I have sustained myself. Me sustained as an inspiration or as a teacher to so many of you is only because of you, the way you live your life, the way you implement, the way you grow in life. Seeing you, so many more people want to be with me and want to transform their life. It's because of you people I am being sustained as what I am. Then for me, you are my God. And then few of you are there for whose sake I got created. Then you are my God. And there are few of you, because of knowingly, unknowingly, you have hurt me. And that hurt has created me. Then you are my Shivas. Then you are my God. This much I understand about spirituality. It's not complicated. It's not complicated. I have created myself. I have sustained myself. I've also destroyed myself to become something new. I am my own God. And I live with this God. And I live with all these gods. Know your Brahma, know your Shiva, and know your Vishnu. And you'll realize God is not so difficult to have in life. It is always there around you. Tu na jaane aas paas hai khuda. That problem destroyed you, you're God. That problem created you, then that is your God. That problem is sustaining you, then that is your God. If you're not able to see it, then you're blind. Then you're deaf, then you're dumb. If yes, then to me, you're the most evolved soul. Without any yogas, without any meditation, without any process. For me, you're the most evolved souls, and salute to you for that. I live with my gods. I wish all of you should also be able to understand this and live with your God. Your Brahma, your Vishnu, your Shiva is always within you, around you, with you all the time. See it, feel it, hear it. Thank you for your presence on my birthday. It has been a wonderful journey all these years. Last 12 months, from last 10th August to till 10th August, is my accountability to the world. So next 9 to 10 minutes, if you have time, because I didn't want to start the whole program late. If you have time, join the next 10 minutes on the journey of touching lives in last 12 months through me and my team, through my work and my workmen, through my gods and my demigods. Next 9 minutes with all of you together, if you want to be there. Otherwise, I'm done with my talk. You better get done with your gods. Your gods are waiting for you to recognize their presence in your life. Wish you all find and live with your gods the way I live with my God. Next 9 to 10 minutes, let's enjoy the journey of touching lives, pure inspiration and display in next 10 minutes. Thank you so much. Love you so much. Happy birthday to all of you too. जो प्यार पाने के लिए रिश्ता बनाता है वो प्यार का बंदी, और जो सिर्फ प्यार करते जाता है और रिश्ते बनते जाते हैं वो बंदा। The man was holding a cross and he was not able to bear the cross. Too heavy it was, too heavy for his life. Walking, worn out, lost everything, depressed, struggling, walking. Also has its own way of choosing and finding its own champions in life. में वेदों में लिखा है कि पहले ब्रह्मचर्य, next 24 years from 24 to 48 गृहस्थ आश्रम, 48 onwards till 72 next 24 years वानप्रस्थ आश्रम. That is the purpose you should be deriving right now. The loudest way and the only way to tell the whole world shut up is to produce, is to produce, is to produce. And this time don't give your best, give, give, give. If being with me you feel inspired, it's not because I inspired you, because there is inspiration in you. I only stimulated. Being with me, if you feel motivated, it only means there is some motivation in you. I only stimulated. So we are joining today or logged in today. You should know that we are on learning lessons, live lessons from the road with me, with the inspiration, all of you beautiful human beings. It is just unbelievable that we just had out of nowhere, we already have completed 2 hours 44 minutes of a live online fest in the college in the entire world for the first time. Welcome to EDP Masters with Deepak Inspiration and one more new entrepreneur for all of us. What a time to announce on 25th episode of EDP Masters. We are announcing this to you, to everybody also. So let's celebrate the cake and then we'll have my tea is come, your coffee would have come. So all of you can, wherever you're watching, let's have this. So here we go. Clap, 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 clap. Life is beautiful. Let's take it. Life is beautiful. But we have to make it. रिश्तों के बंधन या बंधनों के रिश्ते साथ में जोड़ रहे हैं, साथ में निभा रहे हैं, साथ में बना रहे हैं. Hey world, here we are again. One more day, beautiful day, new day, untouched, unscratched, absolutely clean. And what are you going to do? And how we are going to begin? I am Deepak and I always stay inspired and I'm here to motivate all of you. My life is beautiful. I'm always on top of the world because I work as worship. Welcome to first ever offbeat inspiration, Zara Hatke Life with me and my lovely people. It will sound so insane if I start the program saying, who am I? And you all know who am I. I don't know who am I. Today we are celebrating the 50th episode of 9 Minutes Motivation at 9 a.m. What I like most about what I do is the consistency, the intensity, and the regularity and the uniformity of what I do. Relentlessly, regularly. And that has helped me in life to reach where I have, and it will take me where I want to reach in my life. So all of you have been as consistent, as regular, as uniform as I have been with all of you. So this is to all of you. Let's celebrate together. Motivation is for all of you who look at life inspired, who look for motivation. You are those sunflowers who look for light everywhere it is available. So this 50th episode is dedicated to all of you who watch 9 Minutes Motivation at 9 a.m. every day along with me. This is for all of you. Happy 50th birthday. You can clap from there. Thank you so much. Cheers. It's such a beautiful feeling that together we have touched 1 million people, over 1 million people in last 4.5 months, maybe around 2.5 lakh people. So in this lockdown itself, we have touched 2.5 lakh people who have been there. And I think it's phenomenal for somebody like me and my team where never worked with technology. First time in my life on 21st, we had Janta curfew, and then 22nd, 23rd onwards of March, I've been online, and it's been such a phenomenal experience to touch lives. And all of you being regularly through all these sessions with me has been a tremendous sense of inspiration, tremendous sense of accountability, tremendous sense of responsibility. You being on that side and me being on this side is a wonderful relationship that we have built online. And I like this word, life. Somewhere it is life. Otherwise, whatever you want to say, live, but such a beautiful word they use for this. I love this live session because it helps us to live. Thank you for growing together. Let's reach out to more number of people. Don't forget to share a good news every day, every moment. Let's fill this world with goodness. It needs it more right now. Let's matter when it matters. Then only it matters. Otherwise, how does it matter? Let's matter together. Thank you so much. I wish you all a fabulous year and fabulous, beautiful future. Together we'll grow. Make it big. Thank you so much.
Happy birthday to you.